Hey guys, it's me, Dax, coming at you live and direct from Phuket, Thailand, where we are at day 4 of the GuRu project. The awesome GuRu students are just having lunch at the moment. I've dipped out for a little while to come and get a bit of a walk along this beautiful and picturesque beach. As you can see, absolutely lovely. Found some flowers. Just wanted to take a couple of minutes today to talk to you really about what the GuRu students have been learning, what they've been working on, and why that's so important to life, the universe and everything, but especially to coaches, and especially to coaches who are seeking to make a real big difference in their coaching careers. So increasing their fun, increasing their freedom, increasing their financial success, and increasing their fulfillment from the work that they do. So what we've been really focused on so far has been the first M of the GuRu process, right? So there are 6 M's in total, and we've been speaking about the first M, which is actually the messenger. So here's how most people's businesses generally tend to look. I've been trained by someone with a marketing head that's told them the very first thing you need to do is go out into your marketplace and see what the market is buying. In other words, there's lots of different ways to explain this, but it's find the thirsty crowd, then give them the drink of water, or find the hungry crowd and go feed them, right? In other words, what do people want? Find out what they want, and I'll go and create a program for them based around fulfilling those needs and their wants. Sounds really good, and it's certainly a really great plan for when you're selling commodities and widgets and maybe even products. But the position, the stance that I take here at GuRu is that it's not a fantastic position for selling a service, and certainly not for selling such a personal service as coaching. Okay? So here's what generally tends to happen. Most coaches who build their business around the market first, so they say, what does the market want? Most coaches who build their business around the market find that within a very short space of time, first off, they generally tend to be operating in very competitive markets. So there are lots and lots of other people going after the same thing, whether you're a self-development coach, a business coach, a relationship coach, or whatever, a sex coach. There's kind of tons and tons of other people in your marketplace already looking for those people. So it makes it harder for your message to stand out. So that's the first thing. Secondly, you'll find that the fulfillment factor goes down, because instead of showing up in the world doing exactly what you want to do, speaking about exactly what you want to speak about, and sharing the messages that feel the most important to you, you end up twisting and bending and shaping them specifically to meet the messages that you think your market wants to hear. So in other words, part of the fulfillment of that process goes down. Instead of feeling really, really connected to your message, you're thinking about how you can connect your message to other people. And again, kind of my position and my stance on that is that it's not an awesome place to come from. The most powerful place we can come from is the place of understanding ourselves as the messenger. So in other words, who am I? Like, what do I believe? What are my values? What's my bigger purpose in life? Why am I here, right? All those big existential questions that, to be honest, most of us never really get around to answering, including coaches. I know, shocking, right? We feel like we've got our life purpose mapped out ahead of us, but I speak to far too many coaches who have far too few answers in terms of what do your values really look like? What do your beliefs really look like? What's your life purpose really like? And most importantly, rather than just getting the answer, how do those things actually manifest in your life? Like, how are you living your purpose? How are you living your values? How are you living your beliefs alongside of your business ideas and the clients that you're attracting into your life? And like I said, it generally tends to be the case that far too few are able to match up their beliefs, their values, their bigger purpose into their businesses. And this is why I believe, this is why so many of their businesses struggle. So here at GuRu, what's been happening for these first 3 days or so is that we've been getting to grips with who the messenger is. Like, who am I? Who am I as a person? What do I believe? And believe me, considering that these are all heart-centered entrepreneurs and coaches, it's still hard work. It's that deep work that so few of us ever really touch on. That's why I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys today, really, just to kind of invite you to do the same, to really, really look at who you are as the messenger. Not what your message is at the moment, but who are you as the messenger? And the invitation here is to A, do that work, right? So do the work, like identify who you are as the messenger, but stop doing the other work. Stop looking at the market. My belief here, and it's a very strong belief because the people that I've seen really succeed have done things very differently to the people that I've seen struggle. And I really believe that we've got no business trying to figure out what most of us call our avatars, right? Who are they? Where do they live? What do they work as? How much money are they making? What are their biggest struggles? What are their biggest problems? And all that other seemingly important stuff. I believe we've got no business trying to work out that, like literally no business trying to work that out until we're able to answer those questions for ourselves first. Who am I? What do I believe? What am I struggling with? Why does that struggle exist? If you think about it, most of us are actually putting ourselves into the marketplace as advisors to other people on how to gain clarity in their own lives. And we're pretty screwed up ourselves. We've got no real idea about what we want our lives to be. Get all these business ideas and how much money do I want to make and what does my ideal day look like, but we don't match up who we are as the messenger alongside of all of that. So there's my invitation to you today. Go figure out who you are as the messenger. Don't even worry about what your message is just yet. Go figure out who you are as the messenger. What do you believe? What do you value? What's your bigger purpose? Why are you here? Why are you taking up space in the world right now? Go figure that out before you ever kind of do another avataring and demographics and psychographics exercise, and see where that leads you. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It's been me, Dax, in paradise. Flowers in my hair. Take care.